It can be very annoying to sew your outfit and then your neckline turns out this way. Neckline is gaping, it doesn't sit firmly on your body. So this video is all about neck tightening, neck contouring for a perfect neckline. I would also be showing you how to draft and cut 7 unique trendy neckline. This particular video is so packed with lots of information, so watch this video till the end. Let's get started. So we'll be starting with this beautiful neckline, and for this neckline we need to open up our pattern paper. Okay, so from the center I'm going to take 4 inches for my neck width. All right, this is dependent on you. And then on the other side I'm also going to take 4 inches. All right, you can take 3 inches, you can take 5 inches depending on what you want. All right, and then I'll go in by 6.5 inches for my neck depth. All right, and I'll mark that point, and then I'll connect the 2 points together to form a straight line. Okay, so if you want it deeper, you can do 7 inches, 7.5, depending on what you want. And then on the other side I'll go in by 4.5 inches for my neck depth, and I'll also join the points together with my ruler, just as you see me doing the video. Then at the center I'll take 4 inches for my neck depth, and then I'll join the points together with my pattern master. So watch closely as I place my pattern master to join the points together. So take your time, set your pattern master properly, and then join the points together like this. And also I'll go ahead to join the other parts together this way. All right, just as you see me doing the video. Okay, so after joining the parts together, I'll go ahead to blend that center area. If you sew your outfit with this neckline like this, it is going to gape. It's not going to stay properly on your body. So let's go ahead to contour the neckline so that we will not have any gaping and it can sit perfectly on your body. So pick a point on the neckline and connect it to the bust point, just as you see me doing the video. So we're going to tighten the neckline with 1/2 inch. You can also do 3/4 inch or at most 1 inch. All right, depending on how wide the neckline is, and then you connect it back to the bust point. So now I'll open up my waist dart. All right, and I'll go ahead to close my neckline dart. Okay, so watch carefully so that you can understand. So I'll close my neckline dart. All right, I'll close it. Take your time to close it properly, and then I'll hold it down with my paper tape. So you can see that the lines no longer meet at that point. So I'll use my pattern master to connect the point properly, just as you see me doing the video. And then I'll go ahead to cut it out. This is actually one of my favorite neckline in this video. So for deep necklines, it's also important that you tighten it at the shoulder. All right, so on the shoulder area, just come down by 0.25. all right, of an inch. You can also do 0.5 at most. All right, and then connect it back to the end of your shoulder, and then you join the points together and then you cut it out. Okay, and this is what we have. If you sew your neckline this way, it's going to sit perfectly on your body. All right, let's go on to the next neckline tutorial. This is another gorgeous neckline. Okay, all right, so for the neck width, I'll be using 3 inches. You can go ahead to use the width you want. If you want it wider, you can go ahead to use something more than 3 inches. And then for the neck depth, I'll be doing 7 inches. At that 7 inches point, I'll mark my neck width of 4 inches. All right, I don't want mine to be as wide as it is in the picture, but if you want yours to be wide like in the picture, you would have to do about 5.5 inches. All right, but I don't want mine to be that wide, so I'm doing 4 inches. And then I'll place my pattern master to join the points together, just as you see me do. All right, look closely so that you can see how I placed my pattern master. It's very important to contour the shoulder area, so I'm going to contour by 0.5 inch. Remember I said you can contour by 0.25 inch or 0.5 inch. All right, so I'm going to contour by 0.5 inch and join the points back to my shoulder. So I'll go ahead to cut it out now. Okay, and this is what we have. What a beauty. I feel like this neckline is simple yet so classy. If you agree with me, let me know in the comment section. All right, so if you want it wider like in the picture, make sure you tighten that area. It's very important. This neckline can take your outfit from 0 to 100, okay? And this is the scallop neckline. It can come in different shape. It can come in form of a v-neck like this, or a square like this, or a round neckline. So I'll go in by 4 inches for my neck width, all right? And then for my neck depth, I would use 7 inches. And at that mark, I'm going to mark 4 inches, okay? And then I'm going to join it together to form a square, just as you see me doing the video. So after that, I will divide my square into 4 parts: 1 inch, 1.5 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches. So what I have left is ½ inch. You can divide it however you want to divide it, okay? Just divide it into 4 parts. All right, so I'll go ahead to join the points together to form a straight line. So this is the first method on how to make a scallop neckline. I'll be showing you another method after this, so you can pick the one you prefer. On the line where I marked 1 inch, I'll go ahead to take 1 inch. I'll go up and take 2 inches. Then I'll take 3 inches, and then I'll take 4 inches. All right, just follow me closely, and then I'll place my pattern master to connect the points together. All right, so I'll be connecting the points together to form my scallop. Okay, so just take your time, place your pattern master. You can see how I'm placing mine, and then just connect the points together just as you see me do. So if you want yours to be more scallop, you can make your curve deeper. All right, you can take it higher. Okay, so let's go ahead to cut it out. All right, so in this method, I left ½ inch to join my shoulder. And you can see how lovely this neckline is. All right, so you don't have to tighten your scallop neckline. So let me show you the second method. So for this method, I'll be going in by 4.5 inches for my neck width. And then for my neck depth, I would be using 6.5 inches. So I'll go ahead to impute what I have as my neck width. I'll go ahead to put it, which is 4.5, and then I'll join the points together to form a square. So you get a paper, and this paper you'll be using it as a template, okay? And then you decide how wide you want your scallop to be. So for me, I'll be using 2 inches. So I've marked 2 inches, and then I marked the middle too, which is 1 inch. All right, then you have to determine how high you want your scallop to be. So for me, I'll be using 0.75 inch for the height of my scallop, and then I'll just join the points together just as you see me do on my template paper, okay? And after I've done this, I'll just go ahead to cut it out. So I'll go ahead to cut it out, and this is what I'll be using as a template for my scallop. So now I will just place the template on my square neckline, and then I'll trace it out just as you see me doing the video. Okay, so just place your template and then begin to trace it out just as you see me do. And after tracing it out, we'll go ahead to cut it. So even as you cut it out, just be patient, take your time when you are cutting your scallop. With the number of necklines I've showed you guys, you don't have any reason to repeat a neckline because I've showed you various beautiful necklines. So this is so different and very unique. I love it. Which of the methods do you prefer, the first or the second? Let me know in the comment section. This particular neckline is trending at the moment. So I'll go in by 3 inches for my neck width. This is dependent on you. And then for my neck depth, I'll be using 6 inches. On that mark, I'll go ahead to put in my neck width of 5 inches. All right. So if you want yours to be wider, you can do 6 inches. And then I'll use my ruler to join the points together. Alright, so if you sew your outfit with this neckline, it is going to gape. So let's go ahead to contour our neckline so that we can tighten it and it can sit properly on our body. So I'll pick a point on my neckline and I'll mark it, and then I'll contour this neckline with 0.5 inch. Alright, so I'm marking 0.5 inch, and then I'll connect both points to my bust point, just as you see me do in the video. All right, so I'll go on to tighten the shoulder area too. So I'm going to use 0.25 inch and I'm going to connect it back to my shoulder. If you have gotten to this point, please like this video. Also support the channel by leaving a comment and also sharing this video. Thank you. So now I'll go ahead to cut my neckline, but I'll leave half of an inch all around the neckline. I'll show you why. All right, and then I'll go on to open up my waist dart so that I can easily close the neckline dart. So after opening up my waist dart, I'll go ahead to close up my neckline dart. So and hold it down with my paper tape, just as you see me do. All right, so you can see that the lines no longer align. So, okay, so I'll go ahead to join the points together and then I'll go ahead to cut it out. So this is what we have and this is so beautiful. Okay, so this particular neckline is called a diamond neckline, and for this neckline we'll be using a neck width of 3 inches, and then for my neck depth I would be using 6.5 inches for my neck depth. You can choose to do 7-8 inches depending on you. So I'll go ahead to also put my neck width of 3 inches and then I'll join the points together to form a square, just as you see me do. So I'll come up by 2.5 inches and then I'll join the points together with my ruler, and then I'll place my pattern master to draw a curve, just as you see me doing the video. Okay, and this is how to go about a diamond neckline. So now I'll go ahead to tighten the shoulder with 0.25 inch and I will join it back to my shoulder line. So I'll go ahead to cut it out to show you what we have. And wow, this is what we have as our diamond neckline. Particular neckline, I named it the long W neckline because it looks like a long W. Okay, for this neckline, I'll be using a neck width of 3 inches and then I'm going to mark it. You can use whatever neck width. You can use 4 inches depending on what you want. And then for my neck depth, I'll be using 7 inches for my neck depth. And then I'm going to go ahead to mark a neck width of 3.5 inches on that mark, and then I'll use my pattern master to join the points together. So watch closely as I place my pattern master to join the points together. Okay, so take your time here, no rush, and then go ahead to join the points together just as you see me doing the video. So remember I already marked 7 inches, so I'll go up by 2 inches. I'll go ahead to mark it, all right, and then I'll go out by 0.5 inch and then I'll join the points together. So I'm trying to just place my curve in such a way that I love the shape. Okay, and then I'll join the points together. So I'm just trying to blend out that area. I don't want it to be sharp. So I'll just go ahead to make a small curve, just as you see me do. Okay. So now I'll go ahead to tighten the shoulder area by 0.25 inches and then I'll join it back to my shoulder. Okay. So let's cut it out. If you are thinking of a very unique neckline, you can go for this. If you have gotten to this point, type in the comment section long W. All right, so this is what we have and it's so beautiful. For this particular neckline is like a combination of round and V neckline. Okay, so let's begin. I'll go in by 3 inches for my neck width and then I'll go in by 3 inches too for my neck depth. At that point where I marked my 3 inches for my neck depth, I will come in by 0.75 inches. All right, depending on how open you want the V area to be. Okay, and then I'll join it together with my curve up to that point where I mark my 0.75 inches. So now you have to decide how deep you want it to be. So for me, I'll be using 3.5 inches. If you want yours deeper, you can go further down. All right, so I'll use 3.5 inches and then I'll go ahead to connect it. Please like this video and share this video. Also support the channel with a super thanks. So let's go ahead to cut it out. All right, and this is what we have. This is such a cute neckline. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.